Macmillan Audio presents The Furies by Katie Lowe. Read for you by Olivia Dowd.
While all melts under our feet, we may well grasp at any exquisite passion, or any contribution to knowledge that seems by a lifted horizon to set the spirit free for a moment, or any stirring of the senses, strange dyes, strange colours, and curious odours, or work of the artist's hands, or the face of one's friend. Not to discriminate every moment some passionate attitude in those about us, and in the very brilliancy of their gifts, some tragic dividing of forces on their ways is, on this short day of frost and sun, to sleep before evening. Walter Pater, The Renaissance, Studies in Art and Poetry, 1868. Observe these generation of witches, if they be at any time abused by being called whore, thief, etc., by any where they live, they are the readiest to cry and wring their hands, and shed tears in abundance, and run with full and right sorrowful acclamations to some justice of the peace, and with many tears make their complaints. But now, behold their stupidity, nature or the elements' reflection from them, when they are accused for this horrible and damnable sin of witchcraft, they never alter or change their countenances, nor let one tear fall. Matthew Hopkins, The Discovery of Witches, 1647. The strange thing, they said, wringing their hands and whispering as though we couldn't hear, or weren't listening through extension phones or cracks in the walls, was that there was no known cause of death. Inconclusive, they said, as though that changed the fact of it, which was this: a 16-year-old girl, dead on school property, without a single clue to suggest why or how. No unexplained prints on the body, the forensic examination finding no trace of violence nor rape, nor a single fibre that could not be linked to the girl, her friends, or her mother, whom she had hugged for the last time that morning as she left for school. It was as though her heart had simply stopped, her blood stilled in her veins, preserving her forever in a single moment, watchful as the dawn. The papers blurred it out, took suggestive photographs of the screen the police erected around the scene, an implicit acknowledgement of the horrors that lay within. But by that time, I'd already seen it. I see it now, sometimes, when I'm struggling to sleep. It's etched there, in my mind. Not because it was horrific, nor due to some long-standing, unresolved trauma. No, my feeling is quite the opposite. A thrill, cold and sweet, in the recall. I think of the scene now because it was so perfectly composed, like a Renaissance painting, the girl's neck angled slightly, like La Pieta, though I did not see that then. It was over a decade later, on a tour of the Vatican, that I first realised the likeness. My students, for obvious reasons, thought that my solitary teardrop as I explained the history of the sculpture belied some exquisite taste on my part, a visceral response to the beauty of Michelangelo's work. I did nothing to disabuse them of that notion. She was beautiful when she was alive, a child just discovering her power, knowing herself, all collarbones and blooming flesh. But death, it must be said, gave her something of the sublime. A little like the poem La Gioconda by Michael Field. Historic, sidelong, implicating eyes. A smile of velvet's lustre on the cheek. Calm lips, the smile leads upward. Hand that lies. Glowing and soft, the patience in its rest.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?